Welcome back and happy Friday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. We're noticing that temperatures are still staying above those seasonal averages as we look into tomorrow, but we do have some pretty heavy wind speeds. Locally, maybe 25, 30, 35 miles an hour, but those higher regions are looking at gusts 70, 75 miles an hour, but there is going to be a shift in terms of these warm temperatures we've been experiencing actually headed our way on Sunday. Now, as we get into the rest of this evening, we're noticing a little bit of a cool down in terms of those wind gusts, but that will pick right back up as we look into tomorrow. We'll notice earlier today those top wind gusts hit 18 miles an hour in Grand Junction, 33 miles an hour through Moab, 26 miles an hour through Montrose, and tomorrow we're hitting 27 miles an hour in Grand Junction, 26 miles an hour in Montrose, and 20s down that I-70 corridor. So this is actually going to continue into Sunday with these elevated wind speeds. Keep that in mind if you have those travel plans, because with all of this snow coverage that's heading on in from the Pacific Northwest, alongside this drop in temperatures, are going to be fresh snowfall on the ground, and with these elevated wind speeds, low visibility, blowing snow, even, might I dare say, blizzard-like conditions. Now, we'll notice in terms of this snow potential, in terms of this snowpack looking into tomorrow, it's really only focused in those higher regions and through the central mountains Saturday, but that's going to shift as we look towards Sunday. Before that happens, though, before we unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're into the cold weather, have that move on in, we're looking at above normal temperatures. Northern states 25 to 30 degrees above what we're typically used to. Statewide over Colorado, still only about 5-10 degrees above what we're used to. Earlier this afternoon, we were hitting 62 in Grand Junction, 56 in Montrose, and we'll notice in our almanac that that's actually about a full 10 degrees above what we're typically used to on that high end of things. Now tonight, we're also feeling super pleasant for a nice Friday night activity. It's feeling 40 degrees in Grand Junction, 36 through Montrose, and even into tomorrow, we're still above those averages. Speaking of what we'll be feeling, 63 in Grand Junction, 66 through Moab, 57 through Montrose. However, even with these warm temperatures, that wind potential is still elevated. We're noticing through those southern central mountains 75 plus miles an hour, but locally a little bit less, maybe 30, 35 through the valley. We'll notice that it's really starting to elevate during Saturday afternoon hours, and especially over that Great Basin before it kind of starts to push out later Saturday night before it picks back up on Sunday. Now, in terms of that precipitation that I was just talking about, we're really watching the storm move on in, especially along those northern areas and again through those central mountains. Slight chance for maybe a rain-snow mix as we look into Saturday night as well. Now, a magnifying glass on this, we're really going to watch partly cloudy skies this evening, and then again, like I mentioned, we're fast forwarding and we're getting a little bit of those storms super widespread all the way into Sunday. Now, these models are still a little bit inconsistent. However, in terms of just how much snow is going to hit those grounds, it's pretty minimal to start with, but then we're going to really start to pick up as we get into Sunday. Some areas can even expect up to 2 feet. Now, Discovery Auto Group's 7-day forecast does have those temperatures decreasing, of course, into the early work week, but then returning back to those averages come the middle of the work week, and same kind of trend for Montrose, but just a few degrees cooler.